one of the problems I realize is that we don't share our testimonies enough. We got to tell people about what God has done for us and where God has brought us from. I've come to realize from talking to many, many people within the church is that some people are just simply embarrassed about their testimony. Some people are embarrassed about their past. Some people are embarrassed about where they came from. Some people are embarrassed about what God has delivered you from and brought you from and brought you through it. And it's still taking you through this very moment. Because all of us have some struggles in the room. From the pulpit to the back door, we've all got some struggles. We've all got some problems. We've all got some things that God has to bring us through. And the question is, what is it that you're struggling with? What is it that you're dealing with? What is it that you need God to bring you out of? See, that's why we got to share our testimony. See, because you don't know whose ears your testimony is going to fall on. So when you tell about the goodness of the Lord and what God has done for you and how God has brought you out and how God has made a way for you, you don't know who's sitting off in the back or who's sitting off in the front that can be delivered from whatever it is that they're dealing with. We've got to share our testimony. And so we got to tell people about what the Lord has done for you. And I just believe this morning that there's some people in here who've been delivered from some things. I believe that there's some people who've been brought out from some things. There's some people who God has turned around, and if they knew you back in 1990, they wouldn't even know who you were today. If they knew you just a few years ago, they'd look at you and say, this can't be the same brother. This can't be the same son. What got a hold of you? It was nobody but the Lord who came and touched me. It was my mama who was praying for me. It was my grandmama who was praying. Their prayers came to answer, and the same person that I was then, I'm no longer now because of God's presence in my life. And so in verse 3, he says, oh, magnify the Lord with me and let us exalt his name together. It's good to have people praise the Lord with you. See, I love to have praisers with me. I love to have people that when they touch the door, when they touch the door of the church, when they come in with praise in their heart. They come in with joy in their spirit. There's something about coming into the house of the Lord and praising God together. There's something about your testimony. There's something about my testimony. There's something about when the Spirit touches you and you get that shout and you get that fire on the inside. There's something about coming together and blessing the Lord. Let us exalt his name together.